How do I apply for financial aid? Hey everyone, I'm Tina Steele, the FAFSA guru, and if you like what I have to say, be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking the link below. So let's talk about applying for financial aid. One of the first things that you need to do is determine whether you're a dependent student or independent student. The government considers you dependent if you're under 24 years old and you're not married, you don't have any children that you support, and you're not a veteran of the U.S. Armed Forces. If you were a ward or a dependent of the court since you turned age 13, then you would automatically be qualified to be independent and not need parent information on the FAFSA. So when you're dependent, you need to fill out the FAFSA form with your information along with your parent information in order to access federal financial aid to help you pay for college. The FAFSA is a form that you fill out every single year, and it's always based on prior year income. You want to make sure you're filling out the appropriate FAFSA based on the year you plan on being in school. So for example, if you plan to attend college for the fall of 23 and the spring of 24, you would fill out the FAFSA, the 23-24 FAFSA that opened up in October of 2022 for completion. The earlier you fill out a FAFSA, the more financial aid you can get. And the other important thing to know about this is you can fill out the FAFSA before you've decided which colleges you're applying to. In fact, you want to get that form filled out and at least have one college that you can put on it so that you can submit it. And then as you decide which colleges you're applying to, you can log back in and add those colleges to the FAFSA so that they receive that information also. So in order to access financial aid, you're going to fill out the FAFSA every single year. Now, in some cases, you may be required to fill out what's called a CSS profile form. This is a supplemental financial aid form that some colleges require in addition to the FAFSA in order to determine how much of their institutional need-based financial aid they are going to award you. It's very important that you determine whether or not the college requires this form, because if you miss filling this out, it means you will not be considered for any of that need-based scholarship money. You can simply do a Google search, colleges that require the CSS profile, to determine whether or not the colleges you're applying to are going to require that you fill out that form. Then, once you fill out the appropriate financial aid forms, the next step is getting admitted into a degree granting program. In order to get financial aid, you have to actually apply for admission and then get accepted as a student. And once you're accepted, the admissions office will notify the financial aid office. Then the financial aid office will pull the information from your FAFSA and CSS profile if you were required to fill one out, and they will begin putting together a financial aid offer for you. Financial aid comes in a number of different forms. There's federal financial aid that you're applying for by filling out the FAFSA form. There's also institutional financial aid that colleges offer. And some colleges use the FAFSA to determine how much to award, whereas other colleges use the CSS profile. But first and foremost, when you're applying for financial aid, you must fill out this FAFSA form and fill it out accurately. If you're dependent, you need to provide your parent income information and asset information on the form. Otherwise, the college financial aid office will not process it. If you're independent, you just need to provide your income and asset information along with your spouse's information if you're married. Now, just to take this one step further, if your parents are divorced or separated, you would only use one parent's information on the FAFSA. This would be the parent with whom you resided with most within the last year. And the same goes for you if you're an independent student filling out the FAFSA form and you're divorced or separated. Then you would not include your spouse's income or asset information. You would only list yours on the FAFSA. Anybody can apply for financial aid to help them pay for college, provided they're a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident of the United States with an A number. There are grants which are free the government offers based on income. There's institutional scholarships you can qualify for, federal student loans, federal work study. There's a lot of different types of financial aid out there and available for you to access. But in order to do that, you have to get a FAFSA filled out. If you have any questions about this process, I offer a free initial 10-minute consult call for anybody that I've never worked with before. You can schedule directly through my website, thefafsaguru.com. And if you're a rising high school senior or a current high school senior or a parent of a rising high school senior, be sure to check out my FAFSA and Financial Aid Academy, which is my signature program I run every single year for parents of high school seniors along with their seniors to help them successfully navigate the overwhelming financial aid process and maximize their financial aid offers. And Enrollment is now open for my 23-24 Academy for high school seniors that will graduate in the year 2024, and spots will fill up fast in this program. To learn more, you can just navigate to my website, thefafsaguru.com, and click on FAFSA and Financial Aid Academy. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful.